subject, are you just taking up space? Are you just taking up space? Genesis chapter 1. Are you taking up space? Look at verse 27. When you're there, say amen. Genesis 27. Nick, you can put it up there if you like. I know I said it, but, somebody got on me about it. Genesis chapter 1, verse 27. Are you there? So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him. Male and female created he them. Verse 28. And God blessed them, and God said unto them, be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth and subdue it and have dominion over the fish of the sea and over the fowl of the air and over every living thing that moveth upon the earth. The part I want you to pay attention to is when God said unto them, be fruitful. Are you taking up space? Way back in Genesis, it was something in the heart and mind of God that he thought that men ought to be fruitful. There are many ways in which we can be fruitful, but I believe the most important way in which we can be fruitful we're going to look at tonight. And if you're not being fruitful in your life as a believer, I can just about guarantee you're not doing anything but taking up space. Be fruitful. Look at your neighbor, tell them be fruitful. Be fruitful. God looked at them and told them to be fruitful and multiply. Be fruitful and multiply. Are you taking up space? When you write things down tonight, write that down and then go back and look at it. Now we know that he told them to have dominion, which is supreme authority. We're not talking about that. We're talking about the very first thing that he told them to do was to be fruitful. Now, I'm not talking about being pregnant. I'm talking about fruitful in the purpose and the plan of God in our lives, collectively and individually. One of the things I told them this morning is that when God sent them out, he sent them out 2 by 2. That's why I said everybody needs a friend. Everybody, when he sent them out 2 by 2. And what was he sending them out for? To be fruitful. He was sending them out to be fruitful because he told them, go into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature. Every creature. I'm sure that each and every one of us ran across some creatures today. But I can just about guarantee you that a lot of us are living in the earth just renting space, taking up space, not doing anything. I don't believe that God just needs to have me here just to be here, not in the earth. Because listen, when we read the Bible, he said the enemy has done this. When he talks about sowing certain seeds, he said the enemy has done this. He said that's okay, let them grow together. So I believe that there are the devil's kids, and there are God's kids. And not everybody is God's kid. That's why we are told that we're adopted in the family. I was born in sin and shaped in iniquity. Hey, and just because my mother and father went to church don't mean that I get in on the red tag price. I get in based on my mother and father's relationship with Christ. Let me go back to what I'm talking about because I think that somebody's going to be upset with me tonight because all you're doing is taking up space. All you're doing is taking up space. That's it. Because listen, reality is when we leave, you can't take anything with you. Nothing. You cannot take anything with you to where you're going. Nothing at all can you take with you. So what is really God's purpose and God's plan? I know the plans I have for you, saith the Lord.